guys, welcome back to the channel. It is your girl Alana Simone. So first of all, I wanted to welcome you guys and hope you're having an amazing day. So today we're going to be talking about the moment you stop caring what others think is the moment you begin to live your life. I think this is very important to talk about, and especially for my generation. Oftentimes, I think we get into comparison a lot. We start to really look at other people's lives around us. And we really get to thinking, like, am I really doing something? And, am I doing too much? Am I doing too little? And we get to comparison. We get to thinking in our heads, and we get, discouraged. We get depressed. We get anxiety. We get so much stuff. We're like, I don't really know, like, because we're looking at all this stuff, and it's like, this person want me to be like this, or I see this person doing this, or I still don't know what I want to do, and I just don't know. And one thing, first of all, we have to recognize that is 100% accurate in the way most people feel, especially my generation. I mean, even if people don't say it, most people feel that way. But we have to understand that we have to take the power back and know that we don't have to continue to feel that way. And we are able to live our life despite what others think, despite what others want us to do, despite what we see around us. We can think for ourselves, we can live for ourselves, and God desires that for us. And so oftentimes we get stuck by what people are telling us to do instead of going in the path that God is really pushing us to go in. And that could be many different things. Like sometimes you know that God is telling you maybe to, become an artist, or become an engineer, or become a singer, or become or work at a school, a teacher or something. And you're really drawn to that, but then your parents or people around you are like, well, they want you to be a lawyer, they want you to be a doctor, and you're like, well, this is not what I desire, this is not what I burn inside for. And so oftentimes we're not allowed to be free and think for ourselves, or really make a decision for ourselves. And it's not like, saying that our parents are bad, or people around us are bad for trying to help, what seems like helping us. But we have to not stay stuck in that. We have to understand that a lot of times, especially when we get older and of age, we can make decisions for ourselves, and we can really ask God, like, what should we do? A lot of times people tell us to go to college or do different things because it seems like a guarantee. It seems like a guarantee because that was what they were sold, and they had no other option. They weren't really allowed to think for themselves. So therefore, they didn't know anything better. So when they had kids or when they had us, they're like, well, you got to do this because I was told to do this. When I tried to tell my parents that I wanted to be a singer and artist, they looked at me like I was crazy, and they told me to be a doctor and lawyer. And that's how they ended up in that position, not really wanting to. And so therefore, if nobody showed them better, they can't show us better unless they made the change in order to do so. And so, that's one thing that I really am grateful for with my parents. They never really pressured me to be something that I didn't want to be. I was always able to think freely and they allowed me to be all of who God created me to be and discover that. Because even I went through times I'm like, I don't know, Lord, what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm like, listen, I'm a regular human being just like y'all. I don't know sometimes what I'm going to be doing. And I really went through my phase, especially I think when I was like 17, 18, I thought I wanted to do one thing, and then I did it for like a year, and I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. Then I did another thing. I don't want to do that. But, it's a part of learning and growing. And that's where I feel like I've learned the most and experienced the most, because I was allowed to discover that for myself. I'm one of those people, even if somebody told me to do something, I would have been looking at them like, if I want to do it, I'm not going to do it. Okay, it don't matter. And especially if I have a decision to be able to make, if I'm of age to make a decision for myself, I'm not going to do that. I'm one of those people that look at everybody else's life and be like, and see their results. And if it's not the result that I want, then I'm like, no thanks, I'm good. I hear what you're saying. I'm going to respect and honor at the end of the day and listen. But I do have a mind of my own that God has given me, and I do have a God that gives me direction on the things that I should do in life. And so I think we all need to know that, especially my generation, that we can hear other people's opinion. We can hear people can give suggestions. We have to first of all know that we can respect and honor what people in our lives, especially the ones who are trying to help us, say. But we also have to know that we can think for ourselves in that. We don't have to be like, oh, I'm not listening to you, X, Y, and Z. No, because we still want to, have that respect and honor, especially with our parents and or people older than us, or even our peers. Like, respect just in general for anybody. But we have to understand that in that we can create boundaries and say, listen, this is what, communicate and say, this is what I want to do. They don't agree, then that's fine. But you can move forward in life and do the things that, you really have the desire and passion to do. Because usually if you have the desire and passion to do, that's something you might want to pursue doing. And even if you get in it and it don't work out, okay, you pick yourself up and try again. I've done that plenty of times. I've thought I wanted to do one thing for one season, and things come in seasons. Like, I've done baking in one season. I've done cleaning in one season. I've done working at a regular job in one season. Like, it's so many seasons and things and changes, but I'm growing and learning. I'm young. I have the freedom to be able to do that and grow within that and really partner with God and get direction, because I know my life is not my own. And that's why I say, God, show me the plans that you have for me. What do you want me to do with my life? What have you called me to do? What was I born to do on this earth? And he starts to just show me and really share with me. And especially more recently, this is a year process, and he's taken me through. And doing this, each thing that I've tried and gone through has prepared me for even where I'm at now. And, because right now I'm, on my own, and really, I'm really out here adulting. I've been adulting for almost a year now, and it's amazing. It's been a stretching, growing season, but, God has really blessed me enough to be able to live on my own and really flourish and not have to worry or struggle. And it's because why? I always partner with him, and I always made a decision based off of after communicating with him and not allowing other people to tell me what I need to do or think for me. Because me not allowing other people's opinions to dictate the decision I made for my life, I use it as I listen, of course, and I take what I need, but the final decision, the person who has to make the final decision for your life is you. And so me knowing I have to make the final decision for my life, I have to do what's best for me, that'll get me to the place that I want to be in life and that God wants me to be. And so when I did that, I've gotten to the place where I want to be and he desires for me to be, because I realized that I could think for myself, and I stopped living for everybody else, and I stopped stopping my life to please people. I did what God instructed me to do, and I've gotten the things that I've desired and believed for at such a young age. And I'm so blessed, and I'm very grateful, and I never take anything for granted. But I also know that I work for everything that I get and obtain, and so it's never handed to me. It's always done. It's always given, because I've understood the principle of faith and works, and knowing that they both come together. I can believe, and I can also put in the work. So nothing is ever handed to me, and I always work for everything. But it's a blessing to be able to, have God on your side, because you can really obtain a lot of things in life. So anyway, I just wanted to share this with you guys because it's important. And I really hope that this can free people and know that you can make decisions for your life. It doesn't matter. People can give you guidance. People can give you direction. What matters is what is the burning passion within you and what God says. God will reveal the plans he has for you. He will show you the direction. You got to, because any decision you make, you're going to have to live with that. And so I hope that in the decisions you make, you're making it because this is what you wanted to make, and not because people are telling you to. Because when you start going off of and living life for other people, and you get in position that you didn't really want, then that's when things can really get bad in your life, and you don't want that to happen. So just think about that. We're young. We you can get in in a job or anything and think that that's what you want to do until you get in it. It's nothing like experiences. It's nothing like allowing yourself to experience and fail and try again. It's okay. Fail, get yourself back up, and just try until you discover. This is how you really discover. You got to go through a process and figuring it out. Like, okay, this didn't work. Let me try this. This didn't work. Like, that's how it goes. And then till one day something sticks and you're like, oh my God, this is why I'm here. This is what I was born for. So it's a blessing. It's amazing. And God is good at the end of the day. So just know that he's here and available to help guide you on this path and really give you confirmation on the decisions that you want to make in life. And he'll get you the best results. So, of course, respect your parents, respect people around you that really are trying to help you and want the best for you. But just know, open communication can create more understanding. And sometimes people have parents and people in their life that don't want to hear that. And it's like their way or the highway, which is very unfortunate. And I really pray for people like that. But if you can break free from that and really allow yourself to make decisions for yourself, as long as you are, let me make sure you're like, regardless, I would say like 18 or whatever plus, but never make a decision based off of pressure or based off of because people are telling you, because you'll get into things and it's like, I didn't really want to do this, but because somebody else in their mind thought that this was the only guarantee for me to be successful. That's why I chose it. And then you get in it and it's like, I haven't even became successful. I got a whole bunch of debt, but not successful. So it's stuff like that, it's stuff like that we have to consider when we make decisions. So just know that, I'm really glad that I've been able to make decisions for myself and really have gotten a better outcome in life in result of that. So, I've dealt with people telling me their opinions. I have, friends tell me different stuff. I've had people's parents tell me different stuff. I've had, different stuff. But at the end of the day, I went with what God was telling me, and I hear people respect, honor, but what God told me has gotten me to the place. And now people who used to tell me that this wouldn't work, this way it wouldn't work, and XYZ, now look at me like, how'd that work? I said, because I ain't listen to y'all, I listen to God, okay, period. But anyway, it's amazing because the same people that'll tell you what not to do, it's going to be the same people looking at you when you succeed and go the opposite way and what God is telling you to do. They're going to look at you differently because it's like, wow, they tried to tell you what they thought. They tried to put their idea of success and guarantee on you when it was never supposed to be on you. I let God put his guarantee on me. I let God let him let me see the future that he has for me. And when I did that, sky's the limit. Like anything that I want, I can obtain because I never allowed somebody to put me in a box. I never allowed somebody's opinion to dictate my decision making on my life. And so I really hope that this can encourage somebody today. I really hope that you can live a life and know that there's so many opportunities out here. There are so many avenues and ways to succeed. There's not one way that's super guaranteed, but you can get a guarantee in life on becoming successful when you partner with God and go his way, because in his way, he reveals the plans that he has for you and creates opportunities to be able to help you succeed. So just know there's never one way to succeed, but there is a way that can help you succeed in the things that you desire to do. God gives us desires and dreams and visions for a reason, and he wants to help make them come to pass. You're not crazy for feeling like you want to be a singer. You're not crazy for feeling like you want to be an actor. You're somebody that has a desire and a vision and a passion that God has given you. And so if he's given it to you, he wants you to achieve it somehow. So go after your dreams, go after the things that God has called you to do and wants you to do. And if you don't know, start discovering that and asking him, like, Lord, help me. My parents are telling me to do this, my friends are telling me to do this, but this is what I want to do. So what do you think about this? Tell him what you want to do. What do you want to do? And see if he gives you some instructions and steps in order to be able to get you to the things that you're desiring. So you guys, I thank you so much for being here. I really hope this video encouraged you today, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.